This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, so I'm going to continue today with our Warmaster Revolution, which is a fantastic, nice little supplement that you can find on the internet. And if you are a fan of Warmaster, or if you never played Warmaster, I'm going to have to fix this page, but this you can download for free. All you have to do is put Warmaster Revolution, and you'll be able to download the actual book and the army list, which is really big, and then finding the figures and getting everything all set. Now I'm going to kind of show you some of the figures I have and stuff like that. You can still find these you can still find some proxy figures. They're really easy to find. Just go and look, and you will find figures that will match up with the armies that you really need. So we're going to go down to the table. We're going to go take a look at the stuff. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done. You can buy bases. You want to have 20 millimeter by 40 millimeter bases. To find them and buy them, I thought they were a little expensive, and I decided to make my own, so I'm going to go down and show you that. So we'll talk more about this on the other side. So I'm going to go over a few things here. I'm going to show you how to base some of these figures and everything like that, and I want to show you some of the things that you're going to need. A good metal ruler that does millimeters and centimeters. You're going to want yourself a really good container to put everything in and separate your armies. And of course you want to get your armies, which are easy to find, you can look up and find any kind of figures that you want. Now with some of these proxy miniatures, they may come with some stuff on here, so you're going to want to have some good clippers on here to take off the excess on some of them. Some of them come fine, and they're really nice figures. You can, 3D printer, people can do just about anything now, and bringing proxy figures for this fantastic game, like these are rats, from what I can tell. So all you do is just kind of take your little thing and just clip off the little bit of excess, and then boom, there you go. You got yourself a nice little sprue here. All right, but the real thing that came down is I saw that there were bases, but they were kind of expensive, and I said, well, I can do my own bases. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down to Hobby Lobby, and you're going to want to get, and I bought a couple packages of this. It was really pretty cheap, $3.99. Gives you 2 good sheets. I went for the .040 thick sheets, these seem to work. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. They're only $4. I've been making bases. I've got a bunch here. You're going to measure out 20 millimeters up and then 40 millimeters across. Like I said, you want to have a really good ruler, and then you're going to want to make sure that you have a really fine point Sharpie permanent marker, so it doesn't smudge or anything like that. And then you're just going to match it. You're going to match one on this side, and then draw the line across, and then go 40 across, up and bottom, and then just kind of make sure that you got it. And you want to use the fine point, because that is really going to help you here. And then boom, you just connect the lines, and then I'll show you the rest of it. I'm just kind of connecting everything here. Really nice. Boom. And then the same thing here. Make sure it's nice and cut and clear. And I like using the metal because the metal doesn't get dinged. Boom. Alright. Then you're going to close this up, and then you're going to get your very expensive, I paid $19 for a pair of scissors, which is ridiculous. But these are craft scissors. So it's really you're going to follow that line. They cut very, very, very well on this, as you can see. You just want to stay consistent on your line here. like I'm doing, and just nice and easy. Try not to move. Once you get towards the end here, you can kind of just whatever, because that you're only going to get 3 bases out of this because of width restrictions. And then you just follow the line here, follow the line there. There's your first base, and here's your other 2 bases. Boom, just like that, right? I've already cut out some bases here, and as you can see, if you just do it right, they're going to be very consistent. And that's what you want, because when you're playing this game, it's about consistency. We've got some really nice high elves here. And then I'm going to just show you how this works. When you are taking these, this is an entire unit here, I believe. And we're going to go 2, we're going to go 2, we're going to go 2. No, actually, I'm wrong. This is 2 units, which is perfect. 1, 2, and it's going to be 2 sprues per unit. You have your flag bearers, so you always want to put those in the front. And you can see, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little good old modeling glue there, or well, nowadays it's just basically, it's glue, and then you're just going to want to put this one in the front. And you could paint these first. I tend to I'm able to put the distance in between them, and I'm able to get in there. I like doing everything and then just spraying it, and then trying to hit as much detail as I can. And again, I'm just going to get that in there. And if it's off, just break it off. Just take it off and make sure you got it straight in there, like I do now. I leave a nice little gap so I can get my brush in there to take care of the back line. The most important part of this is making sure you get a good coat on it. And boom, there you go. You got 1 base, right? Then you're going to take and do your second base, okay? And we're going to do that. And I'm going to show you a few other things here first. Alright, and then this one you can start with the back line. Just put that in there. Okay, good. And then your next line, making sure that you got these are just beautifully done, printed up nicely, and then boom. You could put a little space in the front if you want, if you don't want to leave space in the back, so you can kind of get a little bit of flock in there. But I'll show you how, when we paint these, how this will all come together. And we'll do one more unit real quick. Alright, and this is going to make a element here, this entire thing. Well, this is considered an element, but an entire unit is 3 bases for regular infantry. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we go over the rules, and how easy this is to put together. It really gives you that old school big battlefield, and Warmaster was a great game, but back in the day, I just don't think it hit. Nowadays, I think it'd do a lot better. So this is considered 1 full unit. So boom, just like that, and we've got 1 full unit of spearmen. Okay. When they take hits, well, guess what? You remove 1, and you keep on removing until the unit is destroyed. Your flag gives you certain, your banner gives you certain bonuses, but we'll cover that in another point. To go a little further, I've started working on some of these things, and we're not going to start painting them right away. Hey, Skavens, they got some really great machinery that you can get if you decide to play the rats, excuse me. The high elves have some wonderful dragons, and I put them on these round bases. I went and I bought some of these round bases, and they work beautifully for what I'm trying to accomplish. And my eagles, okay, I've got them, so I put those on round bases. And then my eagle rider, okay, all right, who is the leader of all of them, I'll put them on there. And you keep it all nice and tight, and you'll break up your armies. There's some bigger pieces that you're going to want to put in one thing, but you could probably go get these jewelry storage units that are $2.49. there, and you could put whatever you want. You know, I got high elves and Skaven in here, and I've got some undead in here so far. I've got dwarves that I'm going to work on. I've got chaos I'm going to be working on. We're going to be working on a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, really, it's easy to find this stuff. It's not that hard. You just go out there and look, and you'll be able to find stuff to proxy for the figures. And you've got the rules, and you're going to be off and running. So here's our early start. That's all the tools that you're going to need to get going. You're going to want to clean everything up and keep it in a separate bag for the time being. And then, you know, like this, I just cleaned up these undead. I'm going to be basing them today too. So we're going to get everything going, get everything moving. Next week, we'll be back here because we are going to be doing some more covering Warmaster and talking more about Warmaster. So let's head on top and get on out of here. So the real key is having a good ruler, having a good pair of clippers to clean up your figures, which you know, some of them come with you know, a little excess on them. It's not a big deal. It really comes off really easy. And then, you know, making sure going down in the Hobby Lobby, like I said, the metal ruler is your key here, and make sure I mean, for $3, I mean, I use this thing for about 15 other things, and this one was, you know, 99 cents. I got it. I think this is good for actually playing the game, and you know, being able to measure a certain amount and so forth and so on. And it really works really well. You saw how we put everything on the bases and stuff, and making sure that you have the right thickness. Like I said, you can get any kind of thickness that you want. Good scissors. I went out and spent $20 on scissors for this project, but this evergreen scale plastic is just fantastic. You get a few sheets in with each thing, and it's thick enough. Once you cut it to the size like I did, particularly, it doesn't move or bend or have flexibility. And then when you put the figures on it, you know, I glue those on there. From there, it's just really simple to keep everything together. So when we come back next week, we are going to start painting all these armies. Once I've got them all taken care of, I think I'm going to bring a couple more armies in as well. And also, you know, you can also get some of these wooden bases for like the command groups and the eagles, like I think I showed you. And, you know, you can get everything that you need at a Hobby Lobby or a hobby store. Get the right thing. You can go wood bases, or you can buy the bases if you don't want to do this, which is fine. I just find it, you know, it adds to the hobby a little bit by making my own bases and just kind of getting everything the way I want it. I don't know, what can I tell you? So that's it for this week on Warmaster Revolution. We'll be back next week, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put these armies together and start painting them. And then once we get them all painted up, well, guess what? We're going to do a little bit of a playthrough, and we're going to go over the rules, and you're going to see why you want this, and it kind of reminds you of days gone by. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.